Hello, everyone. Here we are once again at Kardec Radio, reading a chapter, this wonderful book by Emmanuel through Chico Xavier, titled The Way, the Truth, and the Life. And who is the way, the truth, and the life? Jesus Christ. Our chapter 9 brings us the title Christian Gatherings. On the evening of the first day of the week, when the disciples were assembled with the doors of the place locked, for fear of the Jews, Jesus came and stood in their midst and said to them, Peace be with you. John 20:19. Ever since the day of Christ's glorious resurrection, earthly humankind has been considered worthy of relations with the spirit world. Due to the need to keep a human mind from considering such a possibility too soon, the book of Deuteronomy forbid any sort of communication with those who had gone through the portals of the grave. However, just as Jesus used forgiveness and unlimited love to mitigate the old law of inflexible justice, he further softened the demands of the Mosaic Code by coming to meet his heartsick disciples. When the doors were locked so that tumultuous vibrations from outside adversaries would not trouble the hearts of those who eagerly desired divine communication, the beloved Master appeared, increasing everyone's hope in the life eternal. At that unforgettable hour, the activity of exchange between the visible and invisible world was established. The Christian family, in its many expressions, would never be without the sweet nourishment of its loving and close knit gatherings. From then on, disciples would meet in the cenacle of Jerusalem as well as in the catacombs of Rome. And in modern times, the deepest meaning of such gatherings remain the same, whether in Catholic or Protestant churches or in the Spiritist centers. There should is one objective: to seek inspiration from the highest realm. The only difference is that within the Spiritist environment, the soul is able gratify itself more fully in higher flights because it does not concern itself with certain dogmas, prejudices, or with an organized clergy. There are some few points very important in this reading. The first one that caught my eyes is what Jesus said to his disciple: Peace be with you. And in moments of uncertainties in our lives, a moment of sadness, or anything that's happening that's troubling you, let's remember what Christ said to his disciples when they were afraid and they were persecuted. They were, when people were going after them, is to be peaceful as much as we can, allowing the peace to be able to sustain us and give us a foundation where we can live. And another point I think that's always important is that Jesus always used love and kindness. He used his unconditional love to be able to mitigate the soften the Mosaic laws of the communications between the invisible world and the invisible world, the invisible and the visible world, allowing us to be able to have these communications and to be able to get inspirations from the above. And I think it's so important for us to remember that the purpose of a spiritist centers as well is to be able to speak and study the gospel with a lot of love, without any prejudice or hidden agendas, so that we can learn from Christ, of course, always having a love and kindness in the heart, to be able to grow together and find inspirations from above. Um, And I think it's so important for us to also remember, as a spiritist, that this communication between the visible and the invisible world are so important, right? And all these wonderful books, such as The Way, the Truth, and the Life, and other books that was psychographed by wonderful mediums, bring so much light to our life and bring so much hope. So let's all of us remember to have hope, to have peace in our heart, especially now with so much going on in the world. Whether you're going through a financial hardship or a health issues or any challenges in your life, let's always remember that Jesus is with us and he will never abandon us. So with that being said, let's close our eyes. Let's thank Jesus Christ for the opportunity that we have here today to study together once again, to be able to learn these beautiful teachings, not only with our human brain, but with our souls, with our spirit. We ask our master and role model, our big brother, Jesus Christ, to always continue to inspire us, help us to be able to stay connected with you so that we can carry our own troubles with grace, with gratitude, but also knowing that everything has an end. And if we carry and bear our own crosses, in the end, things will get better. We ask our beloved Father to inspire in our hearts as well, all us to love one another, to follow the gospel, and to be able to find inspirations from the highest realms through this wonderful mediums that we have, such as through books and through lectures and through wonderful organizations such as Kardec Radio, the Spiritual Centers. We ask also that the Christian gatherings can be marked in our heart as a way to always remember that if we are going through anything that's hurting, we can always pray, gather, study, reconnect, and reset. In Jesus' name. Thank you so much. So be it. Thank you, everyone. See you again next week. Take care.